everyone, we're back to do our Manatee Craft. But first, I wanted you to take a look at your Manatee activity book that I sent home. On top it says manatees. I think that's maybe the mama and the baby. And they are swimming in the water, and it says Florida's Gentle Giants. So you'll be able to color that. And I wanted to show you a picture of some real manatees. Maybe you could look that up on your computers, your iPads. Maybe look for manatees swimming. So you can see that the manatees, a real manatee, they're big and they're gray. So you could color your manatees gray. There's lots of fish in there, so you could use lots of different colors on that page. Then inside it says, what does a manatee look like? And we're going to be using some of those manatee body parts, like the flippers and the tail, to make our craft project today. So here's another one you can look. It says that the average manatee is about 10 feet long and weighs between 800 and 1,200 pounds. It's like the size of a small car. That's big. That's another one that you can do. And then this one, it says trivia. That means some information about the manatee. There's a couple of things here. It says that manatees are mammals like us, and mammals need to breathe air. So the manatees have to come up out of the water and breathe air. It says kissing may be a form of communication between the manatees. Looks like they're kissing in that picture. I like that. We do that too, humans do that. And it says that manatees are related to the elephant. Their skin is kind of like that gray, tough like an elephant. And the last one I like is manatees make little chirps or whistles when they're talking to each other. So you can color that one in, read through that information. And this one is a dot to dot where you can use your counting skills and you can count and connect all those dots, and it gives you some places in Florida. It tells you where you can find some manatees. It says all manatees live in shallow, slow-moving rivers, estuaries, saltwater bays, canals, and coastal areas. So there's some more information. And then the last one was when I told you in our manatee book that the only thing that's really hurtful to manatees is people when they leave garbage in the waters or boats that go too fast. So this one, you get to go do the maze and help the mama manatee and the baby manatee get through all of those things that could hurt them and get to a safe place. So I hope you'll have some fun with your manatee activity book. And now we are going to make our craft. We are going to make a manatee puppet. I'm a manatee. I'm a manatee. And we have our head, our mouth with tongue, our flippers, and our tail, and then a bag. So you have your sheet, so after you are done coloring it, and you can use markers or crayons, or I actually used a colored pencil. So whatever you would like to use to color your manatee, then cut it out. If you need help, always ask. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get it on there so we can play with our puppet. All right, so now that I've colored and I've got my pieces cut out, I'm gonna start gluing. And you can use a glue stick or you can use liquid glue, whatever's easier. And I'm gonna start, this is my bag, and this is the part that opens right here. That's where our mouth is gonna be. So I'm gonna start with my head and I'm gonna glue it right on that part right there. So I'm gonna put glue on my face, on my head. And put it right on my bag. And then I think I will go ahead, see how it's on, the flap is still there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of my mouth, and that's gonna go right under his head. or her head. So that way when you move your puppet, it's like your puppet's talking. Now I'm gonna turn the bag around and I'm gonna get my tail and I'm gonna glue my tail this way. So when it turns around, I can see the gray that I colored. So we're just gonna put a little glue up on top because we want our tail to hang down. Put some glue on top and I'm gonna put it right here on the back of my bag. So when I turn it around, it's hanging down. And then the last thing we're gonna put on are our flippers. A right flipper and a left flipper. Helps them to swim. Now the flippers are gonna go, this is a little tricky, we have to open up our bag and glue them right in between. So they're gonna be in between the bag. Just a little bit of glue on top. You don't wanna glue the whole thing. Then they won't move around like we're pretending like he's swimming. So I'm gonna glue both of my flippers and putting it inside, in between. There we go. Now I used a brown bag, but I tried to put some gray on there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I should have used a marker so it's a little bit darker. If you have a white bag and you want to color that gray, that would work too. And I'm going to come in. Oh, and you know what? We could even put a little green on the back. Remember I said they move so slow, they get a little bit of green algae growing on them. We could put some green in there. And so there we have it. Our manatee puppet. I hope you had fun with our manatee puppet. And I will see you next for our ocean treat. Bye.